What's up, YouTube? Hefe coming to you, Captain Awesome's Fish Room. I want to do some babbling, guys. It's going to be a short video, but I got to get something off my chest. I'll let y'all look at my Gorillas Blue Umbies while I'm doing it. But what I want to talk about is the wild caught F0, F1, F2, and so on craze. The reason I want to talk about it is, you know, people like myself like to keep purebred fish. I mean, I've kept a few hybrids in the past, I'm not going to lie. The flower horn craze caught me and choked me. But anyways, the reason I want to talk about it is because, you know, when you have a wild caught fish, or you have an F1 or an F2, by the way, these guys are F2. What F2 means is that they're the offspring of fish that were the offspring of wild caught fish. Okay, so you have F0, which is wild caught, you have F1, which is the offspring of wild caught, and then you have F2, which is the offspring of those. Okay, so these are F2. Now, what I want to get into is, you know, say you have some fish, right? And, you know, I don't know, you're caught up in it so bad, you know, you're really digging the hobby and stuff like that, and then, you know, basically what I'm trying to get at, guys, is, you know, saying that you have one thing and having a completely different thing, that's just as bad as selling a hybridized fish, okay? If you're saying that you have F1 fish and you actually have a PetSmart fish where you don't know where the hell it came from, that's the same thing as selling a hybridized fish, okay? That's the same thing as selling a non-true breed fish. You know, it doesn't make sense. You know, if you want F1s or F2s, or if you want wild caught, you know, get those and be true to the hobby. You know, make yourself well known in the hobby by selling good quality, just really nice fish, and, you know, not saying that, oh, well, they're F1 because the fish that I have are wild caught, and not meaning it, okay? Because one day, guys, you know, if y'all, you know, if anybody out there is doing this, I don't know if anybody is out there is doing this, you know, I just got on this hype. I got on it for a reason, but I'm not gonna blare it out. But you know, one day someone's gonna call you out on it, and they're gonna want documentation on your fish as to why, you know, how you know they're wild caught, or how you know they're F1 or F2. Now, see, if anybody wants some of these umbies, these Gorillas Blue Umbies, and I'm calling them F2, I can prove they're F2 because I can go to Chris Umbie King and say, hey man, can you know, make me a little paragraph paper saying that the umbies I bought from you are F2 and they came from your original wild caughts that you brought back from Colombia and were bred off of the offspring from them. And, you know, of course he's gonna, you know, he'll say yes, you know, so I can show documentation and, you know, make a sale. But, you know, guys, if you're saying that you have one thing and it's a completely different thing, like if you're saying you have F1 fish and you got those fish from PetSmart, look, okay, someone's going to call you out on it one day and it's not going to go good, okay? You're either going to lose the sale, or, you know, you're going to lose the sale and no one's going to buy from you because that person that you lied to is going to go off and, you know, blare off on the internet, on forums, YouTube even, and just say, look, you know, this guy isn't selling quality fish. He tried to pass me off some F1s when, you know, they came from PetSmart. So, you know, just be careful with that, guys. Don't say you have things that you don't have, because, you know, it can happen. People will call you out. I'm one of those people that call people out, okay? If I'm suspicious about a fish I'm buying, I'm going to say, hey, show me some documentation showing me that, you know, I'm getting what I'm paying for, okay? That's why I only buy fish from, you know, the top breeders, or I only get fish from Cichlid Man 09 or Skip at Real Hard Cichlid Aquatic Kennels. That's why I only buy, or, you know, Chris at Umbie King, you know, because, you know, I may not know these guys very well, but the quality of their fish and how they uphold themselves in the community, you know they're not gonna try to pass you off as you know, not knowing what you're talking about, and you know, just trying to jump ahead in the hobby when, you know, it's not there. So just be careful with that, guys. Any of y'all out there looking for F1 fish or wild caught fish, make sure you check documentation. And I mean, unless you trust the person. I mean, if you're buying from Cichlid Man 09, you know you're getting the right fish. If you're buying from Chris Umby King, you know you're getting the right fish. If you're buying from Skip or Jeff Raps or Don Conkle, if you're buying from any of those guys, you know you're getting the right fish, guys. But, you know, if you're buying, you know, from somebody that's, you know, not very established in it and stuff like that, you know, just be real careful. Watch what you're buying. And ask for documentation if you're not sure. If they can't show it to you, don't expect that fish to be what you paid for. I just turned the lights on in here. That's why they're not swimming around. They're all hunkered down. But you know, that's the end of my rant, guys. And by the way, all y'all know that my Jags bred. So if y'all want some F1 Jags, hit me up. You can't beat the price. So this is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. Y'all have an awesome evening. And as always, rate, comment, subscribe. You know, sorry if, you know, I ranted your ear off, but I had to get that off my chest. You know, I'm real passionate about this hobby. This hobby got me out of a lot of trouble, and it means a lot to me. So, you know, I want to keep it pure. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with hybrid fish or anything like that. I don't personally keep them. I mean, if I find a cool one day like Dogman's, you know, if those fish end up looking like what I think they're going to look like, I'm going to get me one, I'm going to raise it up, and it's just going to be a pet. I'm not going to try to sell them or anything, but, you know, it's going to be a pet. But anyways, you know, that's the end of that, guys. Stay tuned for the DIY videos. There's going to be a lot of them this weekend, guys. I'm setting up that drip system. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. Ran into a problem, so but that's coming inside some videos this weekend, so stay tuned. And as always, guys, thank you for all the comments, likes, subscriptions. I'm blasting past 200. I really appreciate that. To all my new subscribers, y'all are the bomb. And we'll see y'all later. Peace.